Hello, everyone, and thank you all so much for joining us for yet another week of the Upskill Forum. I'm so excited about today's episode. We have a fun-packed episode for us on today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vince, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Agile Consulting Group, and I'm here with
Thaddeus, also known as TJ. I am your president and co-founder of the Agile Consulting Group. Happy Tuesday and welcome.
Happy Tuesday. One of our favorite days of the week, right, TJ?
Absolutely.
How was your day today?
Today has been a very eventful day. I had the opportunity to share at the Lieutenant Governor's conference today. That was a lot of fun and got to talk to a lot of small business owners. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I joined you in that initiative. I think we killed it. I think it's safe to say we both did a banging job today during that presentation, during the Lieutenant Governor's virtual event that was conducted today in the state of Wisconsin. I'm always grateful to have those different opportunities. We also had a phenomenal consultation yesterday with one of our business clients as well, where we were able to help that business owner strategize on how to get to the next level in their business. So that was an exciting time as well. So far this week has been off to a really busy start,
and it's like 60 some degrees here in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee. So those of you that know me know I love nice weather. So it's kind of nice to go outside today and see the sun shining.
Yeah.
In October, we will definitely take what we can get as it relates to the heat wave.
Absolutely. And then how could we forget, we also have our masterclass that's happening this Thursday. So we're excited about that as well. So we're gearing up and getting ready to have a good time with all of our registrants who did register for that free masterclass. So that is happening this Thursday. So it's a busy week in the land of Agile.
It is definitely a busy week, and I'm looking forward to Thursday. Having some time with the individuals that signed up and really sharing some good information.
Absolutely. So for those of you who have just joined, once again, my name is Vince. I'm the CEO and co-founder, and I'm here with our president and co-founder, TJ. So go ahead and share this video and go ahead and start that watch party and share this content with your network, because we definitely believe that they will get a lot of great information and a lot of great insights from today's episode, which is on how you get your mojo back after you've lost it.
It is hard to get your mojo back after you've lost it. I think it's hard, whether it's in your professional career. I think it's hard, even if it's in a relationship with someone that, you may be with. I mean, just in general, once you've lost that fire, sometimes it's hard to get it moving again. It's hard to get going again. And I can speak for myself. I know. I mean, sometimes it takes a good kick to say, come on, we can do this.
Yeah, no, and I can definitely concur with that. Sometimes it is hard to get back into the groove of things, especially because life happens, and that's a very real thing. And I think a lot of us are used to that culture of leave your problems at the door. And I don't think that is an acceptable response in today's time, because it does impact performance.
I agree. I mean, life is happening now. We are in the midst of a pandemic, and so much is changing so fast. It's kind of hard to, when the stores open back up, of course, people don't want to get back to normal immediately and run back to the stores. Or then are those individuals that do. We have went through, pretty much this entire year of being on lockdown. What is a new normal, right? When you think about change and just how you get kicked into kind of a rut, how do you get back to the place that you used to be in? So to Vincent's point, life will, when it happens, regardless, I heard somebody say, you keep on living, right? So how do you keep living, and how do you keep being the best you that you can be?
Mm-hmm. No, very excellent point, TJ. Go ahead and kick us off with the quote for today. As you all know, those of you who are consistent watchers of the Upskill Forum, we like to start off our episodes with a quote. These quotes are I view it as inspirational, and also too, just finding some really good quotes out there lets us know too that we're not alone.
The quote for today says, "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible." That's by Audrey Hepburn. I can't pronounce the name right. But that's so true. Nothing is impossible. But when you think about impossible and you break it up, it is saying that I'm possible. Everything that we do, it can be possible. If you believe it, if you continue to push and strive for it, it's possible.
It's definitely possible, for sure. And the preacher in me will say that'll preach.
That'll preach. That's a word right there.
That's a word right there. Absolutely. So as we're diving into today's topic, how to get your mojo back after you've lost it, learn to celebrate your accomplishments. I know that's something in an area that I struggle in quite a bit, where I'll downplay my accomplishments and the amount of work that I put into a project or the results that I've gotten from a particular project. And generally, I have an idea of how I think that things should go.
Mhm.
So I know all of the hiccups. I know all of the blemishes. I know all of these things. And sometimes I can get so hung up on those things that I'll forget to celebrate what was actually accomplished, because my mindset goes directly to, okay, this is how it's going to be better the next time. But I never take that moment to celebrate in the here and now.
I can agree with you, Vince. And I think it's so important. My spiritual father always tells us, pat your own self on the back. Give yourself a high five, because no one is going to encourage you the way that you can encourage yourself. Everything may not have turned out perfect. Everything may have not went the way that you thought it should go. But when it's all said and done, look at those successes that you've made. Look at what you've done well. Maybe throughout the project, there were some hiccups, right? But how did the project come out? And maybe it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to turn out. But when you think about through that entire process, there had to be some uprisings that happened. Everything could not have been bad. So definitely celebrate the things that you did well. Celebrate those obstacles that you were able to overcome. Because when it's all said and done, you have to, as the songwriter says, encourage yourself and really make sure that you are celebrating those high points.
Absolutely. No, I agree with that as well. Many times you will have to encourage yourself, and no one will be able to be there to do that. For me, I personally thrive off of words of affirmation. One, generally because I'm typically one that can be a little hard on myself. So I'll go to different ones that I value, and I'll ask their opinion on certain things. And it's not because I want to be, puffed up or, made to feel as though I'm wonderful. But one, I'm always looking to get better. But then also two, I need those words of affirmation to give me that push, to keep going. And even if the words that are given, even in that moment, aren't ideal, I still manage to encourage myself and pick myself back up so that I can continue, to persevere. And that's one of the ways that I, get my mojo back, just through, that avenue of celebration.
I agree with you, Vince. And we want to encourage you to drop those comments, share how you feel. Tell us, are you an individual that wants to be praised? Are you that individual that really prefers never to have anything said as long as you know that you did good? Everyone operates differently on how you think as it relates to giving yourself that pat on the back. But I think it's very important that we want to hear from you and hear your thoughts on this conversation also.
Absolutely, I agree. And as you're getting ready to drop those comments, to the question that Thaddeus just asked, also try a growth mindset. Now, this is huge. If you don't have a mindset to grow, you're not going to grow. You're going to stay stagnant. If you think that, it's too big, or it's not possible, or, it can't be done, this person tried it before, they were unsuccessful, that person tried it and they're this person, so they were unsuccessful. So I know if neither of them could do it, I can't neither. That type of thinking stomps your growth. They aren't you. You aren't them. They don't possess what you possess. You don't possess what they possess. But that's the beautiful thing about working in groups with different individuals, with different backgrounds, with different perspectives, is you all have something that you bring to the table that makes you uniquely you.
No, I couldn't agree with that more, Vince. And when you think about growth and you set goals for yourself, you set opportunities that next time I'm going to do better. I'm going to set a goal. I want to reach, maybe you want to have, reach the goal of making, if let's say you work in a call center, and maybe you want to ensure that you're able to have, at least 100 calls a day. And the reason I list a call center, because I used to be a call center manager, and we would oftentimes talk to our employees about average handle time and things like that. How can you get to that next level? So I would literally have different bankers that would say, look, I'm going to tomorrow take 60 calls. And then after that, I'm going to work to get to 70 calls. That's a major accomplishment. So set goals for yourself so that you can achieve those goals. And once you've achieved those goals, I don't know about you, but it always feels good to say, I did it. Yeah. I was able to accomplish that, and continue to build upon that. Because if you do that for yourself, you will always definitely feel a lot better, but it always gives you the opportunity to raise the bar. So I'll share this with you guys. So I bought this Bowflex, some type of elliptical, and it's a pretty unique device. And basically the way it works is I have to, every time the bell goes off, I need to reach another, thank you. I need to reach another milestone. But when you think about that, that's a goal that I have every single time, that I'm going to continue to go higher. It's the same way, even within our work, within our career. You should always set a goal to get to that next level.
Absolutely. I think that's a phenomenal example. I did try out this elliptical, and let's just say that it's not for me.
He needs to raise the bar and set a goal.
Yes. But you know what? I think that goes perfectly in today's topic, because I was not successful at it my first time. I lost that mojo. I lost that desire to want to give it a try again, because I felt that I wasn't successful. But I believe that as I shift my mindset to a growth mindset, to a healthy or living mindset, I most definitely will be able to, surpass the milestones and the 2 minutes that I spent on this exercise equipment. But these things are real, so I definitely think it's important to definitely have that growth mindset. And I just want to share this as well, just while we're on this topic. Don't be afraid to dream again. Don't be afraid to try again. Don't be afraid to bet on yourself again. Yes, it may not have worked out the first time. Yes, things may not have gone how you wished, or that you planned, or how you desired, but it's never too late for you to get up and dust yourself off and try again. So get back in it, get your head back in the game. It's not over for you. As long as there's breath in your body, you still have an opportunity. You still have a chance. So don't think that you're so far gone that you can't pick yourself back up, because you can. So shift that mindset from a stagnant one to a growth mindset.
That's good teaching, Vince. It's good.
Assemble a home team of trusted partners. You need individuals that you can trust. When I think about a home team of trusted partners, you know what comes to mind, TJ?
What's that?
I think of a confidant.
Yep.
That's my home team of trusted partners. So when I'm not on my A game, I can come to them and say, you know what? I'm just not feeling it. I'm lacking inspiration. I'm lacking, motivation, or I'm dealing with these things and it's getting the best of me and it's impacting my work ethic. But that then doesn't shift to okay, we're going to put you on an action plan, for disciplinary action if you don't make improvements, but it now puts you on track of what do you want to have happen? Do you want to get back to that place, or do you want to be greater than what you were before? Because I'm going to now hold you accountable to being greater.
Yep. We all need, we use the word home team, but everyone needs that individual or that team that's going to hold them accountable, that's going to say, hey, Thaddeus, you messed up, but you got this next time. I'll share with you all, I consider myself a lifelong learner. And for a season, I was going through trying to obtain my associate's degree and then going for my bachelor's degree. And I have been in school since 2004. And then somewhere along the line, I talked to my best friend, Vince, and he said, Thaddeus, you need to finish school and you will graduate. And he gave the year that I was going to graduate. And he said, this is what has to happen. And truthfully, I just really wasn't motivated. I kind of lost the mojo, but this was the individual that really said, Thaddeus, you got this. Keep going. Keep remaining focused. So we have to have those individuals. And I can probably say, yes, I graduated with my associates, then went back for my bachelor's. And then he told me, Thad, you need to go get your MBA. I said, MBA? But I'm in school now for my MBA. It makes a huge difference to have individuals that are around you that will continue to encourage you, that will continue to tell you, hey, yeah, you messed up, but you can keep going. These are ways that even at work, when you have lost your drive for success, when you have, and so many times, let's be real, you get mad at a situation that happened at work. What do? We start looking for a job. I'm out of here. I don't need this job. I can go somewhere else. They need me. Maybe there's a lesson for you to be learned in this process. Maybe there's a reason that you're still in this position and you need to focus on getting your mojo back, because there's a process that you have to go through so that when it's time for that promotion or when it's time for you to go to that next level within your career, you can actually say, I've been down this road before. I know how to deal with it better the next time.
And you know what? Beyonce said it best. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking that you're irreplaceable, because you definitely are replaceable. The company was alive and well before you, and they will be alive and well after you. They may go through a short period of time where they may struggle as they're, training up your replacement. But please, please, please do not ever think that, okay, this company is going to suffer without me, unless you're sabotaging it. They might, but yeah. So I mean, get that out of your head, because then also too that serves as an excuse as to why you're not showing up as your best self, because you overvalue yourself as an asset to the team when you're really now a liability. So you definitely got to keep that in mind. So don't overvalue yourself as an asset to the point, so much so to the point now you're becoming a liability. That's because right. You're not bringing your best self, every day. So if you can shift that mindset, and I believe that you can, if you're that individual, shift that mindset, and that'll also to help you get your mojo back as well. And maybe you feel that way because you may feel like you're overworked or underappreciated and you want more recognition. Vocalize those things. Share those things with the powers that be. But don't walk around with that attitude of entitlement. And I understand I might be stepping on some toes right now, and that's perfectly fine. I hope to see you again here next week. But you really got to take those things into consideration.
Leave it at, you are not above anything within the organization that you work for. All of us have to go through a ranking. All of us have to go through pain and gain, if I can say it like that. Don't automatically throw in the towel because things aren't going the way Thaddeus wants them to go, and you're automatically out the door. Learn from those areas, and honestly, take it as a time to really look at it as being school. You may think that I shouldn't have to deal with this. I've talked to my manager too many times about this, and here we are in the same situation. Okay, talk to them again about it. Document. We've talked about this in other upskill forums, but continue to document things like that. But don't lose your mojo because things aren't going the way that you feel that they should go. You add value every single day to the corporation that you work for, to the relationships that you have. So understand your worth, but continue to persevere, because if you do that, it will pay off.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And then to our other point, get enough sleep. Sleep equals rest. You need to get rest. How do you get rest? You need to use your vacation time, use your PTO, use that time to get you a nap. Use that if you're a parent, use a PTO day while your kids have to go to school. I know they're learning virtually right now, but whatever child care arrangements you have set up for the day, if you're not working from home, use that PTO day and take a nap. I guarantee you, once you get the proper rest that you need, you will feel so much better.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's your PTO, whether it's your sick time, and let me fix this. I don't want anyone to leave and say Thad and Vince in the upskill forum told me to call into work. No, if you are sick and you have sick time, use your sick time. You are no good to the company that you work for if you're not well. You're no good to the coworkers that you're around if you're not well, because honestly, you're only making them sick. Look at where we are in the midst of COVID right now. They're telling you if you have a fever, if you have a cough, stay at home. It's the same exact thing, even if you're sick. You need to make sure that you're getting yourself better. You're making sure that you're getting yourself rest. I've heard so many individuals say, I can't call in. I have an appointment. I can't call in. I have a presentation. I assure you, the company will be there tomorrow, and they will be there the day after that. Don't sacrifice yourself because you're trying to make sure that a presentation is happening, or you're trying to make sure that there's a meeting that has to be at, and you feel that you need to be there. If you are doing your job every single day, the value that you add, I assure you, the company that you work for will see and understand that is sick. We want to make sure that he's well. Work for a company that knows that they put people first and they want to make sure that you're well. So it's so important that, yes, you get rest. It's so important that, even from, it talks about going to sleep. We have cell phones. It tells you how much rest you really need to have. If you have an Apple phone, plug for Apple, utilize that. I don't know about Android because I'm not an Android user, but definitely utilize the tools that you have to make sure you're getting rest.
Absolutely. Reconnect to a favorite pastime. Spend time doing things that you love. One of my favorite hobbies, and don't laugh at me, some of you may find this funny, but I love taking time out of my day to daydream. Having the ability to daydream, it inspires me, and it's not like the dream when I'm asleep. I can't control, what I like to call it, like a sleep film that comes to mind as I'm sleeping. But when I have the opportunity to daydream, I start envisioning certain things, in my life, things that I want, things that I desire. And I know some of you call it manifesting or whatever, or however you guys may refer to it. I actually call it daydreaming because I actually envision it, happening. But that's something that I enjoy doing in my pastime. And generally, I'm able to daydream when I have time to myself. So alone time is also another one of my favorite pastimes as well, because it allows me to think, process, and, recharge to go back out into the world. And that way I can keep my mojo.
I love it. What I love to do, I love to listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
Music is relaxing. Music is therapeutic. Sometimes I like to listen to worship music. Sometimes I like to listen to smooth jazz. Just something to calm your spirit after a long day. I have some Beats headphones. And I just go into my zone. So kind of like Vince shared, find that thing that's important to you that allows you to unwind. Those are things that will help you to get the stress release that you need maybe and get your mojo back. But do those things because it definitely will help.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to ask for help and support when you need it. We all need help and support at some point in time. Many times the mojo is lost because you're feeling overworked and overwhelmed. But ask for help and assistance if you're in the leadership role. Delegate the tasks to your team and have them help you with some of the tasks that they're able to help with. Because when they're successful, you're successful. When you're successful, they're successful. So it all goes hand in hand and works together.
I agree. There's nothing wrong with raising your hand. There's nothing wrong with saying that you need help. Honestly, and that's one of my biggest weaknesses. Oftentimes I'll go for a job interview and they'll say, what is your biggest weakness? What areas of opportunity do you have? That will try to figure it out. I don't like reading instructions, even if it comes to putting something together. I like to just do it. But that's an area that I know that is very important because so many times if you throw out and ask for that lifeline, you can easily get to your destination twice as fast versus trying to figure it out on your own. So don't hesitate to ask for help. Utilize those resources that are around you because at the end of the day, I really believe it will definitely help with that stress and then you feeling like you're ready to throw in the towel.
And random but funny, but TJ is definitely telling the truth. Anytime it comes to us having to assemble something, it's always a fun time because TJ never follows the instructions. He literally will look at the picture and start putting something together. And I generally will look at the instructions and then I'll say, like, what are you doing? And he'll just say, putting it together. And yeah.
I think it's like a puzzle. And if you have a picture, you just kind of put the pieces together. Yes, to his point, there are some times where I put the puzzle together and it's like, well, that's not really how it was supposed to turn out. It's supposed to be this way. Well, we fix it. But it's important to ask for help. It's important to read the instructions. It kind of all jives together. So good point, Vince.
It was just a random fact and funny story, but yeah, moving along. Focus on your mission, not your obligation. When you feel like you're working on a task, we dread task, but when we're focused on a mission, we're in the groove, we're on fire, we're blazing and we're hot, we're ready to go, we're ready to conquer the world. So change how you look at what you do day to day. Change that from looking at it as an obligation to, a mission. And stop saying I have to and start saying I get to. So instead of saying I have to go to work, I get to go to work today. I have to join a call. I get to join a call today. You see how that sounds? It sounds totally different.
It definitely shows the privilege in it. But not only that, when you really focused on the destination and where you're going, yes, you may have some curves and valleys, but again, focus on the goal, focus on the destination. And once you change that mindset, instead of being so focused on, the task at hand and really focus on where you're trying to get to me, it makes it just all that much better. Because oftentimes we're narrow-minded or I shouldn't say narrow-minded, we have tunnel vision and you're not always looking at the big picture. So when you really focus on the big picture and focus on where you're going, it definitely will help you to kind of feel better about getting your mojo back and help you not to even lose your mojo.
Absolutely. Excellent point, TJ. All right. So we reached our favorite part of the Upskill Forum. It is now time for our Q&A session. So go ahead and drop those comments and questions below. We want to virtually engage with you. So make sure that you go ahead and drop that now as we share. So Charlessa James, she said, great topic. Start with one small win. Focus on your mission, not your obligations. Get unstuck by shifting your perspective. Stay far from negativity. Mind what you say to yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help and support. Self-care first. And then she also agreed and said, that sounds more rewarding. I get to do this. You are absolutely right, Charlissa. Thanks so much for your comments and your contributions to today's episode. Now, for your announcements, registration for our free webinar, the Upskill Masterclass. It did close yesterday, but we're going to go ahead and extend that registration for one additional day. So registration will close, a hard close tomorrow. So if you have not got signed up just yet, make sure that you go visit www.agile-consultinggroup.com. Visit the events page to purchase your free ticket, to receive your free ticket today, free. So it is free at no cost to you to join this class happening this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're so excited to join you all. And then meet us here every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. When, TJ?
Every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
For the Upskill Forum, we have so many more great topics in store for you. If you have a topic that we have yet to cover during our Upskill Forums, please feel free to inbox us at our business page, Agile Consulting Group, or shoot us an email at engageus@agile-consultinggroup.com.
And schedule your one-on-one consultation here with us, Vince or myself, or we can do a joint consultation with you together where we can help you with, maybe you want to start a business, maybe you need help on that business plan, maybe you're looking to get to that next level in your career, maybe you need a career coach. We have some awesome skills that we can offer you, so definitely take the time to schedule that consultation with us here by emailing engageus@theagileconsultinggroup.com. And then also join our private group, the Agile Group, on Facebook, where we share tips only for the individuals that are in this private group. So we definitely want to encourage you to go ahead, sign up, invite a friend, individuals that you know would benefit from the skills that we are sharing and offering to you. Please spread the word.
And make sure you like us on Facebook and that you follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn so you can stay connected with your friends here at Agile Consulting Group. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay on top of our Upskill Forum episodes. If you miss any at this point, you can go to our YouTube page and you can find that episode that may cover a topic that you want to hear about. So that is all that we have for you all today for the Upskill Forum. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I am Vince. I'm your CEO and co-founder here of Agile Consulting Group.
And I am Thaddeus, also known as TJ. I am your president and co-founder of the Agile Consulting Group.
And we are so honored and privileged to have had you as our guest today. And as we like to end each and every episode with our motto, and it goes like this: live agile, work agile, succeed agile. Until next time, my friends, take care.